G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to episode number 4 of season 3 of the Hertha Berlin career mode series. We need to get some big results in this episode. We haven't had an amazing start to the season. Surprisingly, our defense is letting us down. For the first 2 seasons, our defense has been our strongest part of our side, and we haven't been able to score goals, but this season it's kind of the other way around. But anyways fellas, if you do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure that you leave a like on the video. I know that not many people are watching this series, but I thank all of you that are. Let's not waste much more time, let's get right into today's episode. So the first matchup in today's episode is at home in the Bundesliga, of course. We are taking on Hoffenheim at the Olympiastadion. Here is the Bundesliga standings early on in the season. Hoffenheim, just like us, haven't had an amazing start to the season, so I'm sure just like us, they really want to kickstart their season with a win here. Here is our starting 11 for today's matchup, so a little bit different. I'm experimenting, putting Gökhan Töre in centre attacking mid. I feel like he might be a nice fit in that position, so that means Roy Behrens gets his first start for the season. Hoffenheim's side, this is it. So they have Roberto in goals, they have Nicholas Schul in centre back. Who else? They have Kevin Volland, Giuseppe Rossi. They've got a very good side. So it is a free kick here in a dangerous position for Hoffenheim. Schmid hits that one. What a save from Simon Mignolet. Another free kick here for Hoffenheim. Kevin Volland is going to hit that one, but he blows it well wide. They get straight through our defense, and Giuseppe Rossi is going to give Hoffenheim the lead once again. This has been a common occurrence for us this season. We just draw too many men forward. It always seems to be Rudiger that always rushes forward off his line and leaves a massive hole. That's one problem that I've noticed with him this season. And now we have an uphill battle. 1-0 down against Hoffenheim. They cross it. Win that header. Rudiger! Oh my god, once again, we lose a header at the back post, and we luckily didn't pay for it there, but why do we always lose freaking headers at the back post? Oh my god. How do they still have it? Somebody make the tackle. Good save from Mignolet. Here we go. Töre. Playing that one through to Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku. Through to Gökhan Töre. Hits it first time. Oh, crucial save from Roberto. I thought we were going to equalise there. At least we get a corner out of it. De Rita whipping that one in. Roy Behrens with the header, but it goes wide. Rudiger missing a challenge once again. If they score here, fuck you, Rudiger. How does he miss that challenge? Definitely getting dropped for the next game. Oh, you're a wanker. Why would you shush us, you fucking wanker? 2-0 down against Hoffenheim. Not happy with Rudiger, man. There it is, fellas. Full time in this game against Hoffenheim. Another very poor showing from the lads. No hope in hell of winning the Bundesliga this season if we keep performing crap like this. The first training session in today's episode is here. We have Ezekiel, Töre, Stark, Rudiger, and Reinhardt, of course, being trained. As we simulate here, let's see how the fellas perform. And Reinhardt goes up to a 69. Not a bad training session there, to be fair. The second matchup in today's episode is at home once again. We are taking on Mainz in the Bundesliga. Let's see if we can turn our fortunes around. I don't expect us to, considering how just absolutely poor we have been, but we need to get a kickstart sooner or later. Because look at the table, Mainz having a good start. We're not even in sight. We are down in the relegation zone, only on 2 freaking points. Here is our starting 11 for today's matchup. A little bit of a rotational side because we do have Borussia Dortmund 2 days after this. Once again, EA Sports on FIFA, getting very nice scheduling on the calendar. Here is the Mainz starting 11. Ron-Robert Zieler is there. Who else do they have? Maximilian Beister, Fabian Frey. They got a pretty decent side. Schreiber to Behrens. Cutting around. Here we go. Straight to Schreiber. Early opportunities. He's in the box. He's going to finesse it off the post. Oh, that would have been the perfect start to the game. Fabian Frey. They hit that one. Good save from freaking Mignolet. So we have a free kick here, 24 yards out. Of course, Junazovic is the man to take it. Junazovic hits it. Junazovic once again scores a free kick. He's scored 2 free kicks already this season. And Zlatko Junazovic, the Austrian wonder, giving us the 1-0 lead here against Mainz. Stark. He's going to thread that one. Great ball there from Nicholas Stark through to Ezekiel. Can he double our lead before half-time? He's going to cut around. Passing that one to Stark, who hits it. Great save from Zila. It goes back to Scheiber, though. Who's going to cross it in, but it goes straight at Zila. Far out. On the counter-attack we go. Ezekiel. He gets straight past that defender. He's going to cut around. Pass that one. Drawing passing. Here we go. Junazovic. Can he get a second goal? Off the post. No. Here we go, Junazovic to Diego Rios, the Brazilian wonder kid, goes to Stark. Stark playing that one through. Junazovic hits it on the angle, and Junazovic could be on a hat trick by now. There we go, Roy Behrens to Ezekiel, going there to Scheiber. Through ball, get there Rios, he's got pace on his side, good stuff Rios, hits it on the angle, that is 2 now. Diego Rios gives us our first win of the season. He had the stamina on his side. He had that Brazilian pace and that muscle and the young 17-year-old winger. Great finish at the near post. He gives us the 3 points and the 2-0 lead here against Mainz. There it is, fellas. That is full time. And we pick up our first 3 points of the Bundesliga season. So stoked about that. Very happy. That's probably the first game this season that we have looked super dangerous in. I don't know what has shifted from the game against Hoffenheim, because the players we're playing are definitely a lot weaker, but I don't know, it might just be the quality of the players. And the final matchup in today's episode is the biggest game we have had so far this third season. We are travelling to the Signal Iduna Park to take on Borussia Dortmund. Taking a look at the Bundesliga table, we have moved up a little bit into 13th position. Dortmund, though, running away with things right now, undefeated at the top of the table on 18 points. So let's see if we can stop their unbeaten run. Here is the Borussia Dortmund starting 11, and it's not that impressive. Like, it's a good side. They got Cavani, Kagawa, Sahin, all those players, but you wouldn't think that they would be undefeated right now in the Bundesliga. I've seen better Dortmund sides for sure. Here is our starting 11, however, and it is a stronger side than what we rocked against Mainz. Hopefully it can still get the job done. It's mainly rotating players, but I made sure my stronger players were rested for the Mainz game. They're on the attack here, Borussia Dortmund. Shinji Kagawa going to Blazikowski. Why couldn't we make the tackle? They hit it. It's another save from Mignolet. So we get a corner here in first half stoppage time. We're going to cross that one in there. It goes to De Vrij, who gets the header on it, but misses by an absolute mile. Here we go, we're on the attack. Tolga Sigursi going to Romelu Lukaku, who's running. Romelu! Save from Berkey. Good tackle from Janko. Now Tommy Juric going back to Janko, who's going to play it through. Gorkan Toure scores the goal. Great vision. Great finish there. And I do believe that is the first goal for Gorkan Toure since he joined Hertha Berlin. What a crucial goal it was as well, giving us the 1-0 lead here away at Borussia Dortmund. I was not expecting that at all. It was great hustle from Janko to win the ball back, as you can see. Great vision from Juric to find Janko again, and then a good ball. I was actually aiming to go to Lukaku, but luckily it went to Toure, and it's a class finish. Passing that one to Nuri Sahin. Sven Bender. They're going back. They're going through. Good save, Mignolet, but they're going to equalise. Freaking where was Marco Reus? He must have just come on. And our lead doesn't last long. I panicked too much. I went on park the bus, but people are just running everywhere, trying to mark a man. I don't know what the hell Chana Erkin was doing. Far out. They're on the attack late in the game. Out wide. They have the numbers, but Mignolet makes the save. Can we hit them on the counter-attack now? Lukaku with a bit of space. Come on, Romelu. Running sideways. Keep going, Romelu. He's got space. He's just going to have a crack. Oh, good tackle though. There it is, fellas, full time, and we pick up a crucial point away from home against Borussia Dortmund. Definitely a very tough game, and it is very obvious with the skill gap between a team like Mainz and Borussia Dortmund, because Dortmund were just amazing on the ball. I'm sure you would have been able to see that, and I'm pretty satisfied with a point there. Anyways, fellas, we will wrap up today's episode here. As you can see when you look at the table in the bottom right-hand corner, we have picked up a little bit more ground in the Bundesliga table. Some decent results there on the back end of the episode. So let's hope we can use that momentum, go forward, and push further up the Bundesliga table. If you enjoyed today's episode, however, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Also, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Make sure that you follow my social media links, which are Instagram and Twitter. The links, as per normal, will be in the description down below. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.